That would be great.
Presentation mode is now enabled.
All right, well, let me start off by saying thank you all for joining us tonight, taking this time. As Mike just mentioned, have a short or a quick, there's a webinar right after ours. So we have a time frame that we're going to try to get through all as fast as we possibly can. On the agenda for tonight, we're just going to talk about a few things. Most of this is just review for everyone, but we're going to go over a few extra things for everyone tonight to get ready for the state tournament next weekend. This is the event guide, the resources, Special Olympics basketball, the Special Olympics basketball official rules. Everyone should have a copy of that. If not, let me know and I can send that out. Also, the event guide will be sent out, if not tomorrow, at the beginning of next week. List of facilities and events for this, where all the events are. We have Hood College on both days. We have Urbana for both days, Oakdale for both days, and Tuscaloosa only on Sunday.
Okay, Melissa, could you pause for just a moment? We're getting a lot of distortion. I know everybody else is muted. Yesha, I'm not sure if you've muted your phone, or if you could mute your phone. Sometimes we get an echo or feedback. So if you could use *6 and then just unmute when you need to chime in. I'm hoping that'll help because it's really hard, Melissa, to understand you. You may also want to take the mouthpiece a little further away from your mouth.
Okay. Let's see if this works. So far, so good. All right. So the list of facilities, we have Hood College for both days, Urbana for both days, Oakdale High School for both days, and Tuscarora only on Sunday. So this will be sent out to all the coaches, everyone on this webinar, so you will have a copy of this. For the 5v5 teams, as you just saw, they play at multiple sites for traditional and unified. So this is a breakdown of where each team will be playing. The bold teams indicate the unified teams, and the non-bold indicate traditional teams. This is both adult and high school level 5v5 teams. Okay, as you just saw on the previous slide, 3v3 traditional will all be at one site, 3v3 PDU will all be at one site, and 5v5 PDU will be at all one site. So again, this will be sent out for everyone to see. Typical schedule of events, delegation check-in will start around 8:45 at all sites. We'll have a coaches meeting take place at all sites. The site director will be running these at each of the sites, just to give you a little bit of extra info to prepare for the day. The points of reference, points of emphasis. Rosters, there are no changes. No one can be added to a roster. No one can be, only people can be scratched from the roster. That is it. I've sent out all the rosters to coaches and area directors and area director support. So at this point, it is too late. If someone's missing on there, it should have been caught. We should have been told. Okay? Uniforms, I've spoken to a couple of the coaches at different qualifiers that I was at. Competitors must be in proper uniform. If they are not, they will not be allowed to participate. Okay, that means basketball shorts, basketball jersey. Okay, the shirt underneath needs to match. Everyone has to have the same color shirt. Preferably white, but if not, something that matches the uniform. Okay, everyone has to be in the same color undershirt. Okay, if some of the athletes want to wear an undershirt and some do not, that's completely fine. but the ones that wear the T-shirt underneath their uniforms have to have the same color. Otherwise, we will ask them to remove the shirt, and if they don't, then they will not be able to participate. Okay, we'll go over the tie break for the 3-team divisions on the next slide. And as I just mentioned, there will be a coaches meeting in every gym, at every site, both days at 9 a.m. So please, your teams don't have to get there at 9, but we need all coaches there at 9 a.m. So this is just an example of a 3-team division tiebreak. As you see, I have a little mini 3-team division. So the protocol for if the 3-team division, the only reason we have a tiebreak is if each team won one game and lost a game. Okay, so they'd all be 1-1. So the way the site director would figure this out to see what the seeds are for the playoff games, or I'm sorry, the tiebreak games, it'll be points allowed. Okay, so if you look in game number 1, it says Michigan State versus Maryland. Michigan State scored 15, Maryland scored 12. Okay, game 2, Maryland scored 18, UNC scored 12. Game 3, UNC scored 20, and Michigan State scored 15. Okay, if you look down at the bottom, Michigan State has both of their games. First game, they allowed 12 points. Second game, they allowed 20. Okay, so that's a total of 32 points. Maryland allowed 15 in the first game and 12 in the second game, which is a total of 27 points. Okay, UNC allowed 18 in the first game and 15 in the second game, which equals 33 points. So Maryland, with allowing the least amount of points, is the first-ranked seed. Michigan State second, UNC is third. Okay, if you look at the bottom of all of our 3-team divisions, it has a playoff round. So the first game would be Michigan State versus UNC, and these are quick games, they're not full games. Okay, the winner of that game would go and play Maryland. The loser would get third place. And then the winner of that game plays against Maryland for first and second place. Okay, this is just for your knowledge. You don't have to worry about doing this at your site if there is a tiebreak situation. Your site director will handle that. Some points of emphasis, these are all just for your review. Okay, it talks about 3v3 and 5v5, different rules. The times can be adjusted at the discretion of the competition director. Okay, if we're running behind at a site, we might change it to 2 12-minute halves, or we might change the game time completely to, say, 4 5-minute quarters. Okay, this is at my discretion, depending on time and how much, if we're behind or anything like that. The game times will not change if the games are on time. We will not change and make the game shorter. This is only at my discretion towards the end of the day if games are behind or anything like that. Okay? Something to remember for the 5v5 teams, timeouts do not carry over per half. You get 2 in the first half, 2 in the second half. If you only use 1 in the first half, that does not mean you get 3 in the second half. Okay? Just a reminder. Also, please be sure to show up to your assigned court 15 minutes at least prior to your scheduled game time. If we can start early, we're going to. Okay, we've used Oakdale in the past for the past couple of years. This is just a little site map of it. Okay, pretty self-explanatory. The gyms are right next to each other. Okay, there's plenty of bathrooms. The cafeteria, if you look at the main entrance and you go down that hallway, if you turn left, you see the 2 bathrooms up at the top of the screen. The cafeteria is right on the other side of that. Okay, that's where lunches will be served. Make sure everyone parks by the football stadium. Okay, that's where the first parking is, that's closest to the main entrance. That's the door that's going to be unlocked. The other door typically isn't unlocked. So the best place to park is over right between the school and the football stadium. Okay, on Saturday we'll have all 3v3 traditional games there. And on Sunday we'll have 5v5 traditional and 5v5 unified. Hood College, there's only one gym. Okay, 5v5 PDU on Saturday and 5v5 unified on Sunday. The schedule will be sent out, but refer back to that slide earlier that says where you will be playing. This is just another view of Hood College facility. The star is the gym. Okay, so you want to park right up there. You can see the P right at the top of the screen, right by 7th Street. If that parking lot is full, there is a little bit of parking around there, or you can park across the street at the Safeway. There is a lot of parking over there, and it's literally right across the street. It is a busy street, so please be careful if you park over there and cross there. Urbana High School, we've used this in the past. We didn't use it last year, but it has been used in previous years. On Saturday, we will have individual skills there in the main gym and 3v3 PDU in the auxiliary gym. Okay, the gyms are not directly right next to each other like Oakdale and Tuscarora, but they're not far. It's just down a little hallway. Okay, lunches and skills awards will be in the cafeteria, which is right off of the main gym. Pretty easy to get to. You'll park right outside of the main gym and just walk right in. The main gym's there. We'll have signs directing you to the other courts. Sunday at Tuscarora, the gyms are literally right next to each other. Again, you want to park by the athletic fields. Okay, that side of the school is right by the gym. The other side, you would have to walk through the gym, and I don't know if those doors will be unlocked. So your best bet is to park by the athletic field. Okay, you walk in, and the gym is right there. Cafeteria is right next to the gym where lunches will be served. And we'll have 5v5 traditional teams there. Okay, so just administrative stuff. Head coaches need to check in for all their teams. You will each get a packet that includes your lunch tickets, copies of the rosters for you, just in case you need them, as well as this year we're going to put some score sheets in there. So if you can please have those filled out before your game. And you can just give it to the table instead of filling it out during warm-ups. This way we can have it ready to go, and we're not wasting time waiting on coaches to fill in the score sheets. You have it ready to go. We are not filling it in. We're going to give you blank score sheets, but please fill that in before you get to the game. Scratches should be reported at delegation check-in. Okay, please make sure all scratches are turned in. Medicals, same as always. Please have a copy of everyone on your team's medicals. We will have it on our computers, but we need you to have a hard copy as well. As always, awards are going to be presented right on the court after the games, right after a division or a place of finish is complete. So the next games, please hold off a minute to go into the court if there are awards being presented. Okay? Individual skills will be presented in the cafeteria at Urbana. We will have opening ceremonies before each day. Each site will have their own opening ceremonies. For lunch, you only get a meal ticket if you are a coach, a registered coach, I should say, or a player, unified partner or athlete. Okay, you have to have a meal ticket to get a lunch. This year, Chiefs will be donating lunches to us, which is amazing. They're going to donate a sandwich, piece of fruit, and a bottle of water. Okay, we're hoping to have concession stands at all the sites. Not 100% sure on that, but there is a chance, and we're trying to get that to happen. Okay? For lunches, we need to have specific names for those that are gluten-free, lactose-free, or vegetarian. Okay? I'm going to send out a link to a SurveyMonkey that will, if you have someone that is gluten-free, lactose-free, or vegetarian, you have to fill that out, okay, with their name. Otherwise, they will not get a lunch. Okay? We're telling you this now. You have to make sure that happens. The lunches from Sheetz, those are not options, so we need to get specific lunches for those athletes. Their name will be on those lunches. So if you don't provide us with a name, those athletes will not get a lunch. Okay, this is very important. We don't want parents, angry parents, coming up to us, yelling at us that their athlete is not getting a lunch because you did not tell us that they needed gluten-free, lactose-free, or vegetarian. Okay? We need all of these by Monday at 8 p.m. Okay? When I send out the link to this recording and the slides, I'll have that link in there. Okay, so please, please, please fill that out if you have an athlete that is lactose-free, gluten-free, or vegetarian and needs a special meal. Okay, this is extremely important. Okay, we're making this quick. So I'm going to unmute it, take it off presentation mode. Please keep your phones muted for these questions until I call your area. Okay, these areas are in no particular order. I randomly just wrote down the areas, so don't think too much into it. Okay, so I'm going to take us off presentation mode, and if you have a question, let me know once I call your area.
Presentation mode is now disabled.
All right, Allegheny, do you have any questions? Okay, Washington County. Any questions from Washington County?
Not on this end.
Okay, Frederick? Any questions from Frederick? Please put your phones on mute unless you're about to ask a question. We're getting some feedback. We want to make sure everyone can hear the question. So anyone from Frederick County have a question? Okay. Carroll County.
No questions here.
All right, thank you. I'm going to actually put the slide back to the list of where all the 5v5 teams are so you can see that as the questions are being asked. Okay. Montgomery County, any questions?
Yeah, Melissa. Yeah, this is Bob Golden. You've got the location set. Do you have the schedule set at this time?
The schedule's not 100% set. That will be sent out by next Wednesday at the absolute latest. I'm hoping to get that out sooner. But I'm almost done. I promise.
All right.
Hey, Melissa, this is Mike. As far as the division, I know you don't have the schedule set, but I see, like, in Urbana, you have us in there with, like, Chaparral. I assume we're not in the same division, so that's why. Is there multiple divisions at Urbana? Do you know the divisions yet?
They are multiple divisions. Okay, just because you're in school with a team does not mean you're in that bracket. You are not in the same bracket as Chaparral.
All right, thanks.
No problem. Howard County.
Jim Bordon from Howard County. Are we getting copies of these slides? I can get in at 7 o'clock.
Yes, I will send out a copy of these slides with the link to the recording of the webinar. I will send it out tomorrow morning. So there's been a copy of the slides, a link to the YouTube video of this presentation, as well as the link to the SurveyMonkey for the meals. That'll all be sent out first thing tomorrow morning. Anyone else from Howard have a question?
This is Brian Gregg from Bobby Player Development. You don't have the those listed on this sheet, but I did have a question about player development. Now the time to ask?
Yeah, you can ask.
What we saw in one of the qualifiers was the team playing 4 athletes in one. Make sure the rules of the ball is always 2 mentors or court at all times. We're going to make sure that that's the same athlete game.
That game is 2 and 3 athletes. If that's not the case, then that team will not be participating.
We're playing in Urbana on Sunday.
Anyone else from Howard? Okay, Prince George's.
Hi, Melissa. This is Chuck Helmuth of Miss Montgomery County Commission. Should we bring practice balls?
Yes, we will provide game balls, but you must bring your own balls to warm up with. Okay, we will not provide basketball to warm up with, only a game ball. So yes, please make sure you have at least 1 or 2 basketballs for your team to warm up. Okay, anyone from Prince George's County?
No, I'm good.
Okay, St. Mary's.
I'm good here, Melissa.
All right, thanks, Don. Calvert County. Okay, Anne Arundel.
Melissa,
Hi.
before the question asked, you may want to point out to folks that we also have Yesha Rhodes, who's one of our top officials, who's here in case there are any questions about officiating or rules as well. We do have that resource on the line with us. Okay. And
Thank you. Yeah, I forgot to mention that. Thank you. Yesha is on the call. She's been an official with us for a while. She's one of our top officials. So if anyone has any questions about that, she is here to help.
And thank you, Anne Arundel, for being patient as I stepped on your asking every question.
All right, Miss Anita, what do you got?
That's okay. Did you say when you would be sending out the like heat where divisionings?
The schedule will be sent out no later than Wednesday, March 30th. I'm hoping to get it out before that, but that will be the latest that it will come out.
Okay.
Anne Arundel, anyone else? Okay. Harford County, any questions?
No questions.
Okay. Upper Shore?
This is Nancy Castaldo, Harford County. Do have a question regarding foul shots. So we're going to be shooting foul shots at the states because we haven't during the regionals?
Yes. Foul shots will be taken during the state tournament, as well as it will be 6-minute quarters, not the 5-minute that we played during the qualifiers.
Okay.
The qualifiers, we took away the foul shots and made the quarters a little bit shorter to get it going, so we didn't have a backup because we had so many teams at the McDaniel qualifier, as well as the other qualifiers, and we wanted to make the games go a little quicker. But yes, we will be shooting foul shots.
Understood. Thank you.
Upper Shore, Raph, any questions?
No, but thank you.
All right. Lower Shore, Alton? Okay. Baltimore County.
Nope, nothing for me, Melissa.
Hey, this is Dave Surak. I joined late. Did you go over the scoring? We had some confusion at one of the tournaments about whether to stop at 20.
The point they will be playing, you will be playing the full game, the full 2 10-minute half. The only way scoring will stop is if the mercy rule comes into effect.
Right. Okay.
Okay, and at that point you'll still play the game out, the scoring will just stop on the scoreboard, but we will continue keeping score on the score sheet. We'll make sure the scorekeepers are aware of that.
Okay, thanks.
No problem. And last but not least, Baltimore City. All right. Any other questions that came up as we were going through other counties that you may have thought of? All right, well, okay.
I have a girl that went to all the qualifiers and everything, and she's coming to the state competition, but she's not able to play. She's in a wheelchair now. She broke her leg.
Oh, God.
I know she can't play or anything like that, but would she be awarded or anything as being part of the team?
Yes. An injury like that, we'll definitely still award her.
Okay. Thank you.
Of course. All right, if there's no other questions.
Actually, I do want to chime in, not with a question, but two thank yous. One to all the coaches for everything you've done. And I'm sorry, this is Mike from Special Olympics Headquarters. Thank you to all the coaches for all the hard work you've done all season. It's a little bit longer season than we've had by almost 2 weeks, I think. So truly appreciate all you've done to make your athletes successful. And then in addition, a special thank you to the members of the newly formed sports management team. I know we have several on the phone. Melissa, I don't know if you can share them with folks off the top of your head. I know Dean, Don, and Yesha are on. But this is a group that, and there may be others, but this is a group who's really starting to take the responsibility for leading and directing the sport of basketball all year round. I mean, they work all year round periodically, but to make the season better, to increase the number of participants and so on. You've probably seen a bit of their work this season, but you'll see a lot more of the fruits of their labor as it goes on. So huge thank you out to those folks. So I don't know if you want to introduce the folks real quick on that who are on the phone. I'm not sure if Jack's on the phone or anyone else is.
I'm not sure all that are on the phone, but I can name the ones that are on the team. We have, as Mike said, we have Dean Krimmel from Baltimore County. We have Jim Berdone from Howard County, Jack Burke from Howard County, Jack Healy from Howard County. We have a lot of Howard County. Jason Rhodes is an official. Keith Lapel is our head official. He's also on the team.
Don Bewick.
Don Bewick. I can't believe I almost forgot Don. Don Bewick has been instrumental in helping with the divisions for the 5v5 teams, for all of them, as well as Jack Burke is helping a lot with the 3v3 divisions. A huge thank you to everyone, all my sports management team. You guys have helped more than you can ever know. So I want to thank you, and thank, again, like Mike said, thank all the coaches. You guys have all given your feedback and helped with these divisions. Hopefully we've done well and made these divisions extremely well. I'm very confident in these divisions, so I think we should have a very good state tournament, one of the best, I hope. So thank you to everyone that has helped and made this all possible. So if there's no other questions, again, I want to thank you all, and I will see you at the state tournament.
Hey, thank you, Melissa. It was a great year.
Thank you,
Melissa.
Yes.
This is Al Pfluger from Howard County. Can I make a quick statement?
Oh, yep, sure. Sorry, Al.
Okay. Yeah, I'd just like to make a request that each county next year consider adding more teams to the 5v5 player development. Howard County is running both 3v3 player development and 5v5 player development very successfully concurrently, and we have promoted teams through the whole series of skills right through to traditional play. But right now there are only five Howard County teams of player development and only one other team. It's fun, it's aerobic, and we would like to see more counties next year do it. Thank you very much.
And if anyone wants to go watch the 5v5 player development, they will be playing at Hood College on Saturday. So especially the 3v3 coaches and athletes, I would encourage them to go watch just to see what it's all about, and hopefully we can get more teams next year. So if not, so all Howard County and Anne Arundel. All right, well, thank you all, and have a good night. We will see you next Saturday and Sunday.
Thank you.